Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm going to let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in the between time, I'm going to give some shout outs to the early birds. What's up, Joe Delaney? What it do? Gigi, Andre, who is that? Sherry, Andre, love Sherry. Pat, what's up, Patrick? Winky Wilson, what it do? What's up, homie? Louis Conyer, Newark, New Jersey is in the building. I see Mike Brown. Patrick Gardner is in the house. Classy lady, good morning. Good morning, good morning. And good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Miss Jazzy is in the building. Going in, fam. Going in. Let me put a picture of Jonathan Majors up. This is a crime shame, fam. This is ridiculous. I said it once and I'll say it again. Jonathan Majors was railroaded. It is a crime shame, family. This man was railroaded, family. How do you present video evidence that is clearly intended to exonerate you? Where anybody with a set of eyes can look at it and say, this guy's running away from this woman. He's running for his life. He's being attacked. He looks like the victim. How do you get convicted with that same video when you're running from being attacked? You're running away from an assailant. And trust me, fam, she was on the attack. But somehow, some way, Jonathan Majors ended up being prosecuted and convicted. I can tell you right now, family, I bet you $1 to a donut Jonathan didn't think he would be convicted because the charges just seem absurd. It just seems like ridiculous. Like they should have never even made their way inside of a courtroom. But somehow, some way, they managed to charge this man, convict him, and then pour it on by saying how much this woman was the victim. And then even making a lot of people in the public kind of question themselves. They're like, damn, they gaslit the whole country. So here's what happened, fam, on today. Jonathan wanted the judge to let him off the hook in his criminal case, but the court just denied his request, which means the conviction stands and he will be sentenced. Jonathan's recent motion to have the guilty verdict set aside was rejected in New York. And that's bad news, family, because it indicates that a looming sentencing date that's coming up next week will, in fact, go forward. Jonathan's legal team filed to have the charges tossed, making a few different arguments as the basis for their position. Namely, they felt that the charges he was ultimately convicted of were unfairly assigned at the end of the trial. You'll recall we had been told that Jonathan's lawyers believed that the prosecution had been trying to convince the jury of an alleged assault Grace Jabari claimed happened inside of their vehicle that night. But when push came to shove, Jonathan was ultimately convicted on what had happened outside of the court. Of what happened outside of the car. Specifically, him putting her back inside of the SUV. Sources say that the team feels when prosecutors realized they weren't able to convince the jury of what allegedly happened in the car, then they pivoted and instructed the jury to focus on the reckless assault they claimed happened outside of the car, where he was allegedly trying to put her back in the car so he could get on, get gone, get away. If you can recall, there's a video out there, fam, of Jonathan running like the $6 million man away from this chick on the streets of New York City in the middle of the night, running like hell away from her. And she's pursuing him, trying to attack him. This was a railroad if I ever seen one, fam. So that's what Jonathan was ultimately convicted of. 1 count of assault, 1 count of harassment. While his team felt those charges weren't justified, a judge said they were. Now Jonathan will be sentenced on April 8th. He's facing up to 1 year behind bars, worst case scenario. That or probation, depending on what the judge decides. Family. Let me show you a picture of the chick. I think this photo of her was taken well before the trial ever took place, or this whole incident took place. But damn, that look is very telling. She got that look on her face like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. If this ever goes bad, I'm gonna get you. That's what it looks like to me. So this woman allegedly attacked him on the night in question. He left the house to distance himself from her. She claims at some point she called the police and said that he assaulted her. But she goes to the club. She don't stay and wait on the paramedics or anything, or go to the hospital or anything like that. Or she don't sit at the house and doctor her wounds. She take off and go to the club and kick it. And then when he returns after he thinks everything is cooled off, he has no idea of the criminal charges that were looming. Now, one might ask, how does something like that happen in America? In such a fair and balanced country where initiatives like DEI has no place. In a country where we have respectful law enforcement who will always come to the aid of the people. who have sworn to protect and serve the people and does that on a daily basis without fanfare. A country where if you can do the job, you get the job. Don't matter your skin color. That's the America I love. This is a country where you can't just point fingers and he say, she say, and ruin people's lives and get people convicted and sent off to jail. You got to have some proof. And if you have proof by way of video of you being attacked, and you're running for your life in the streets of New York City, let's say just to use an arbitrary street, okay? New York, you're running in the streets of New York City for your life. There is absolutely no way sane individuals are going to look at that video and accuse you of being a danger to anyone. That's the kind of country that I know America to be. Fair, equal, balanced, sane, rational, especially our elected officials and our members of the court. See, in the American judicial system, we don't have crooked politicians, crooked prosecutors and judges who exercise implicit bias. We don't have that type of stuff. This is what makes us number one. This is why we're so great. We don't see color. We see justice. We see right. We see wrong. The American way, baby. So what I don't understand is what happened? How did the judicial system, how did it fail Jonathan Majors? I can't figure it out, fam. I'm going to go into the comments. Perhaps y'all can help me out. Who is that? Miss Marion, what's up? Leonard Ferguson, what it do? San Francisco in the building. Chance Francis, what's up, OG? Patrice Gardner, watching from Maryland. What's up, Maryland? Shreveport, Louisiana in the building. Kemp Henson. Who is that? Aziza? Good day, good day. Mrs. Sugar. What up? Riverfront Mayhem. All right, man, too early for that. Jason Haynes, what's up? Jerry Williams, Mississippi, and this bad boy. Beyond compare, what's up? Marco Moten. Marco says she caught him cheating on that phone. Lotus wants to know, who did this man pee off in Hollywood? There's something more going on here. Black Lion Supreme, 360 boom, point blank, period. You dig? You know, family societies are supposed to go forward. This American society continues to go backwards on every level, except perhaps technology. Everything else is backwards. It goes backwards. Just when you think there is no way possible that a person who is captured on video running away from an assault would be charged with an assault, would be running away from being assaulted by a person, would be accused of assaulting that person that they're running away from. As Don King would say, only in America. Next level salute. What's up, Belinda? Chris Smith. Dr. Merlin, was it Sturdivant? Healy. All right, fam. I'm going to give a few more shout outs and then I'm going to shut it down. This is absolutely wild, fam. This is absolutely wild that this guy would be charged for assault when he's the one who clearly appeared to be assaulted. I mean, there's no evidence that shows him assaulting anybody, but there is evidence of him being assaulted, and they totally ignored that. Like, that don't count. It don't count that we actually see you being assaulted. That don't count. What do count is our interpretation of you assaulting somebody else. Well, you shouldn't have pushed her back into the car to get her off here. You shouldn't have tried to separate. You know, that should have been one of them cases where a righteous person would have saw that and been like, you know what, man, this ain't enough evidence. This is a lover's quarrel, misunderstanding. You know, okay, a little a push here. I'm not finna charge somebody for pushing some damn body off of them. Pushing somebody away from them. I'm not charging somebody for that. I'm not doing that. But these people are unscrupulous, fam. A lot of them are downright demonic. Imagine how many other people's lives they have ruined. How many people that they have lives they have destroyed. How many more times they have stretched their authority and abused their authority and violated the Constitution, violated people's rights. It's a culture. And it ain't just in New York. It's all over the country. Did y'all see where the elderly man in Oklahoma set himself on fire after cops tried to evict him? Madness. So this dude, rather than be evicted, he just decided he's gonna set himself on fire. Man, do you know how messed up in the head you got to be to set yourself on fire? So here's the story. Body cam footage from Oklahoma shows the moment an elderly man set himself on fire and his home on fire. This while law enforcement was trying to evict him. Two cops showed up at the 82-year-old Anthony Goldwyn's uh, Anthony Goodwin's what is this? Gooding's place Monday in Oklahoma to serve him and his wife an eviction notice. But things took a devastating turn when Gooding ran to a back room with a container full of gasoline, which he started pouring everywhere. Despite the officers rushing to stop him, Gooding ignites himself with a lighter, engulfing the floor in flames almost instantly. He also hurls the gas canister at the deputy, putting her dangerously close to the flames, but managed to back away. Let's see what was the conclusion here. So it says Oklahoma County Sheriff Tommy Johnson III has since revealed one of the deputies had been working with Anthony and his wife for weeks, trying to secure them a safe place to stay after the eviction notice was served. The couple had decided to move to an extended stay facility, and there was even an Uber waiting outside to take them there as deputies began escorting his wife, who suffers from Parkinson's disease, out of their home. They managed to get the wife out, and while one of the deputies tried to re-enter the home in a bid to save Anthony, it was too late. He died in the fire. Unclear why Gooding did what he did. Family dog also passed away during the incident. It passed away. I know y'all dog lovers don't like me laughing, but that just sounds funny to me, a dog passing away. Like, but he passed away. Okay. One of the deputies suffered minor burns, but both of them have been medically cleared. Wow. Somebody set himself afire because he didn't want to be evicted. And they were sending him to another place. Anyway, fam. I saw a story where this guy had a funeral for a dog, and the funeral cost $25,000. $25,000. It was an actual funeral at the funeral home and everything, you know. What happened to just going in the backyard and digging a hole and getting a couple of sticks and making a cross? And, you know, I say, fam, it just seems a little too much for me for a dog, you know. Any animal just seems too much for me to have an actual funeral. It almost diminishes the meaning, the moment of a memorial for a human being. Like, you're gonna put a dog on the same level of a human being. That's just, it's just me, fam. I know some of y'all like their dogs more than you love humans. But I ain't never gonna like a dog more than I love human beings. I'll never like animals more than I love humans. You know, I ain't never gonna get that way. Now, I will say this, fam. I will say this. I do get it how some people see the dogs being part of the family. You know, dogs be around so much. Because I remember my daughter had a dog, and you know, I ain't gonna lie, I used to hate on the dog, you know. Oh damn dog. Everywhere you go, dog right there, dog right there, dog over here, dog over there. And you know, and then I'm one of the type of people, I don't like dogs all sitting up on the sofas and stuff and all that. And I don't do that. But anyway, fam, man, that dog died. I almost cried, man. I was like, the only reason I didn't cry, man, because it ain't gangster. Crying ain't gangster. But damn, I damn near cried. That dog died, man. I ain't know I love that dog that much. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. It was weird. It was just weird. But I think, like, because my daughter loved the dog so much, it grew on me. And her pain is my pain. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, I felt that, man. I was like, damn, I didn't never know because last time I cared about a dog was back in the 70s. I was a kid. I was like 10 years old. And but that's another story. That's another story. That's a story for the book. I got a real heavy story from when I was 10, the last time I had a dog. No, I didn't cry, man. I didn't cry. But I felt the pain, though. I ain't gonna lie. I did feel the pain. I ain't do no crying, though. But I felt the pain, man. I felt it. It was like, man, yeah. Black Lion Supreme. No, we didn't spend that kind of money. They I think it was my daughter's called to, because we had to take him to the vet. She had to take him to the vet. And that's where yeah, he was pronounced dead. And the vet took it from there. It's a possibility that someday I might own a cat again. I mean, a dog. It's a possibility. It's a possibility that someday I might own a dog again. Perhaps, especially if I buy a farm or something like that. If I get me a farm, uh, which is like something I've been thinking about doing, get a farmhouse, uh, perhaps I might do something like that, you know. But I wouldn't get like a pocket dog or something. You know, these little dogs y'all be buying because they cute. I don't believe in buying cute dogs. I want my dog to be a killer. I feel like dogs need to earn their keep. I know some of y'all mad about that, but hey, man, it's just me. It's y'all got y'all preference. I got my preference. I think dogs need to earn their keep. Like, man, do something. Like, give me a tip. Some shooters coming. Jackers coming. Somebody trying to rob me. Whatever. Earn your keep, man. Go out there and bite off a leg or something. Endear me to you. These dogs today, man, they be living all comfortable. They be living more comfortable than other family members, like real human beings. Some of these dogs so lazy, they don't even get up when somebody come to the door. They just be laying down like this. Just be laying down. like this. Dogs. Man, growing up, man, I ain't never seen no dog lay down like that. You know, just like a no care in the world, just chilling. No, dog, you know, he'll know it, always ready to go. I like them dogs that be on go, be ready. Yeah, these dogs today, man, these dogs just be chilling. They ain't got no fighting. They don't even be barking. Some of them don't even bark. Going on, man. I got a homeboy, he got a dog. I said, man, how come your dog don't bark? No, he'll bark. Well, make him bark. No, you got to, he got to feel threatened or something. You got to feel threatened to bark. See, and I know how y'all got those companion dogs and service dogs, and they got to pass certain tests to be around people and all that. I get that type of stuff. But it's too much of that going on. Too many dogs out here. It's just too many dogs who ain't got that dog in them. A lot of these dogs out here are like cats. And some of these cats have got more dog in them than the dogs do. I've seen cats fighting dogs. Have y'all seen any of those videos? I've seen videos of cats slapping dogs. Like, dog walk up, the cat just, like, what the hell happened? We living in reverse. Cats slapping dogs. This never happened when I was growing up, man. Cats slapping on dogs. Beating up dogs running from cats. It's not just happening to humans, man. This whole everybody get a trophy. Atmosphere. It's not just happening to humans. It's happening in the dog and the cat world too. Dogs today are weak. A lot of y'all dogs are weak. I gotta say it, man. Ain't nobody else gonna say it. I say it. A lot of y'all dogs are weak. Dogs don't even bark, man. The dog either are weak or the dog is just a straight savage and just eating up the kids and attacking grandma and all kinds of stuff. I never recall those days where the dogs that lived in the house or lived at the house attacked the actual family members of that house. And let me back up. We ain't had no dogs that lived in the house. If you was a dog, you lived outside. That's what make you a dog. You got to live outside. You got to show me. See, if I had a dog, my dog would have to show me that he's worthy of coming on inside, being able to live inside the house. You got to live outside the house first. We'll put you up a dog house in the back of the house. It ain't gonna have a door. We're gonna put a little blanket in there. That's about it. It's gonna be a dog house. If it's cold outside, you're gonna be cold. If it's hot outside, you're gonna be hot. If it's raining outside, if you don't go get in that dog house, you're gonna get wet. That's the kind of dog I need. Because I know when he go down, that dog right there gonna be fighting for real. I don't know what kind of dogs y'all raising, where y'all getting these dogs from. Look at that, my holy, you soft, man, talking about that's cruelty to animals. How in the hell is that cruelty to animals? It's cruel to animals when you take them out of their element. You're taking dogs out of their element. Dogs did not live inside the house in ancient days. They always lived outside, because they protect the house. They live outside. They serve as a warning. That way, see, now you get a warning from your dog if somebody's on the outside trying to get in. By the time your dog warns you, might be too late. But if the dog is on the outside of the house, they can hear the car coming up the road and start barking. That's if you live like in a remote area. But if somebody's walking up the driveway, before they can even try to walk up the driveway, the dog serves as a deterrent. Before they even get on the property, the dog serves as a deterrent. They trying to come through the back, typically where somebody would try to break in, they might try to break in through the back. You got a dog back there, you ain't got to worry about all that. The dog gonna hurt, he gonna let them know. Soon as you come over there creeping with your uniform on, you know, got your black on and all that stuff, and as soon as you come over there creeping, the dog gonna come out that dog house and stand up and look at you. And he letting you know, try it. That's the kind of dog I need. All these grown men running around here with these pocket dogs. A pocket dog? What the hell is the dog gonna do? Y'all like dogs to be cute. I get it, women like accessories. Yeah, y'all like them dogs because it's an accessory to y'all. A little cute dog, something to play with. Little cute. But explain that for a grown man walking around with a pocket dog. Damn dog this small. What you gonna do? What the hell you got that dog for? Yeah, pocket dog, man. That's one of my new. See, I'm gonna tell you something else too, fam. I've been hearing a lot of my phrases that I coined around the internet. People saying stuff, and they don't typically cite their sources. But that's another one of my things. Pocket dogs, you know. That's something. So when y'all start hearing that everywhere, just know where it originated from. Yeah, man, they be using my sayings and stuff all the time. Hard to get paid off something like that, though. If I could get paid, though, it would be on. It would be on. My dog would get rewarded for biting a patch of meat out of somebody. He did that. I see it. Take a look at my dog. He look at me. Look at me. Come on over here, man. Come on in the house. Get you something to eat. You know. And he ain't eat no dog food. Get you one of these steaks, man. Why I ain't got no steaks in the house? Eat some of this shrimp and lobster. My dog eat good, man. I ain't feed him no dog food. I'm gonna give him some real food. Come on, man, eat this asparagus. Get you some asparagus, some mashed potatoes, cornbread, some yams. Yeah, I heard somebody in the NBA use No More Talk. One of them NBA commercials. No more talk. I'm like, man, got the nerve to use my sayings use my phrases, my catchphrases, but don't want to extend the invitation for me to, you know, come to a game or something, you know? Nah, I don't care about the game. Give me some bread, man. Give me a stroke a check. Stroke a check, man. You could trademark words all you want to, but you can't stop people from saying words. You know, you can't make a person pay for using a word. Uh, you can make them pay if they try to take that word and put it on a t-shirt, take that phrase and put it on a t-shirt. You know, if they try to monetize it, you can make them pay. They use it in a commercial way. Yeah. I don't know if this is breaking news, but Chance the Rapper and his wife, Kristen Corley, are calling it quits on their marriage, something they just announced with a joint statement. They write, after a period of separation, the two of us have arrived at the decision to part ways. We came to this decision amicably and with gratitude for the same time we spent together. God has blessed us with two beautiful daughters we will continue to raise together. I always sad to see a union, a union dissolve. But you know, I wish them the best. Breakups are not easy, especially when there's kids involved. But that joint statement is a good sign that they are at least behaving civilized. Because a lot of times people get in these relationships, and then when things go bad, they tend to act like some very immature children. You can add, especially when children are involved, they act they act worse than children do. And so it's good to see, people, who are, if they're gonna split up, it's good to see that they're at least um, behaving civilly toward one another. Because at the end of the day, family, if it's really about the kids, then you have to set an example for the kids, and you show the kids how to behave uh, when things don't go well, because it's an old saying about how you know you can really see what type of person a person is when they're going through something. When everything's right, everything's going good, yeah, it's easy to be a great person. It's easy to shine. It's easy to be in good spirits. Uh, but what about when things go bad? That's when you can really tell what kind of person you're dealing with, how they respond to adversity. And a lot of us, unfortunately, we act like some uncivilized mutts when we break up, when we go through breakups. What I don't understand is this, fam. When there's kids involved, why not just do what's best for the kids for real? Why not just get on the same page? Even if you're mad at the person, why not just get on the same page for the kids? Because here's the deal. Everybody think that their pain is worse than the next person's pain. Everybody thinks that their pain is worse than the next person's pain. In a relationship, each person thinks that they was done the wrong the most. If a person cheats, he thinks or she thinks that they had a right to cheat because this person over here wasn't living up to their expectations. So it wasn't the fact that I'm just a no good person or whatever, or I did dirty. Somebody had to cause me to do it. So it wasn't me, it was her, it was him. You see? So, and then this person who got cheated on thinks that their pain is worse. But what they don't consider is something that they may not have done correctly in the relationship in the past. So everybody thinks that their pain is worse than the next person's pain. You can have a guy that beat the brakes off of a woman, and he'll think it was justified because she caused him pain by not having his food ready when he came into the house. Everybody thinks their pain is worse than the next person's pain. So what's really messed up is that, like, when you have kids involved and you don't really consider the kids, but all you're thinking about is your feelings, you're making decisions based on your feelings. You got to get out of your feelings and understand that you're trying to raise human beings. You're raising human beings. And these human beings are going to, in most cases, go only as far as your guidance will take them. So you got to get out of your feelings and always think about the kids. Even when you're on the phone and you be wanting to cuss her out, or you want to call him out on something, save it. Because if you ain't helping, you're hurting. So understand what I'm saying. If you're not helping, you're hurting. So if what you're saying is not going to help the situation, don't say it. If what you're saying is not going to help the situation, that means it's going to hurt the situation. So why even say it in the first place? Get out of your feelings. At the very least, if you got kids, if you got a child or you got kids, at the very least, that person help you get that kid. Now, think about what I'm saying. Most of us will easily say that our kids are the most important things in our lives. They're the most important thing in our life. My kid, my babies, my kid. Don't mess with my kids, my babies, my kids. We quick to say that. But we quick to also disparage the other person that helped that child get into this world, that's responsible for that child being in this world. Make it make sense when this person helped you create your most beautiful creation, the thing that you're most proud of. This other person helped you create it. So at the very least, you should have enough respect and be civil toward that person for that alone, just for that alone. You got people out here who hate their baby mama, but say they love their kids. Make that make sense for me when, if that woman was to die or something was tragic was to happen to that woman, anything happened bad to that woman, the kids are going to suffer because they love their mother no matter what. And you over here celebrating. Make it make sense how you really do love your children, but you hate their mother. Make it make sense. Make it make sense how you really do love your children, but you hate their father, who loves them and who they love. Make it make sense. It's almost like raising girls and telling girls to be careful out there and, don't over-sexualize, your clothing, how you dress. Be careful. Don't be putting on provocative stuff. You know, you know, uh, be careful when you go out. Make sure you don't do this and do this, and then you make sure you da 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 da. We give women all these instructions, but you don't give any instructions to the boys. You don't tell your boys, hey, no means no. Respect, respect women, respect girls. This is how you behave in an adult. This is how you behave when it comes to rejection. Make it make sense, man. If you're giving the girls instructions and you ain't giving the boys instructions, you're spinning your wheels. Some of us got daughters and sons. So we give our daughters all the information. We say, hey, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Be careful out there. Respect yourself. And we warn them about boys who ain't gonna do nothing but try to get in their panties. We warn them about that. And then we congratulate our son for trying to get in other little girls' panties. Make it make sense. Lucky Strike, what up? Ultimately, fam, all relationships are rooted in respect. All healthy relationships are rooted in respect. The foundation of every single healthy relationship you'll ever have is rooted in respect. And you can prove it right now. All you got to do is think about the ones that you have that are healthy and think about the ones that you have that are not. When respect is present, you have a healthy relationship. When it's not, you have an unhealthy relationship. So it's rooted in respect. And I'm not just talking about romantic and intimate relationships. I'm talking about platonic relationships. I'm talking about business relationships, friendships, workships. I'm talking about all of the ships. Any type of relationship you ever have in your life is going to be rooted in respect. I'm talking about the healthy ones. It's going to be rooted in respect. Some of you got friends that you've been having for years and years and years and years and years. You know why some of those friendships didn't last. But you know why the ones that do last, that one or two that you have, that you've been friends with, that I'm talking about true friends, tried and proven, my go-to, I know got my back, I got her back, I got his back. I ain't got to worry about that person talking behind my back. I know who she is, I know who he is. Those relationships, think about it. I don't even know you, but I can tell you that that relationship is rooted in respect. That's the only thing that'll keep a relationship going that long. Respect. Respect. Once you get respect, you put respect on board, and you make respect part of the DNA of the relationship, then everything else kind of fall in place because you're on code with respect. You move with respect. The way you talk to the person, the way that you communicate with that person, because you already know how to push that person buttons. If you push this button, this person gonna behave like this. If you push this button, this person gonna react like this. So you already know what buttons to push. And you know what buttons are gonna upset them. You know what buttons are gonna make them laugh. You know what buttons to push to make them sad. You know what buttons to push. So when you respect somebody, you make sure that you never push this button over here. That button right there and that button right there and that button is a no-no. If you push these buttons, then, that's pretty much like having the nuclear codes and just starting the World War III. If you push these buttons, that's World War III. That means that you saying, hey, I don't give a damn about the relationship no more, the friendship no more. If I push this button right here, it's over. So you don't push those buttons if you don't want it to be over. And we're very careful to not to push those buttons because we know how hard it is to find a true friend. So why don't we behave like that when we're in intimate relationships? A lot of times we have more respect for our friends. We have more respect for our friends than we have for people that we lie our head next to, that we're supposed to be building an empire with, that we share bank accounts with. We eating off each other's plate, swapping DNA. Make that make sense. Social media increases the chances of infidelity. It damn sure does. That's why you have to be disciplined when you're dealing with social media. You got to be disciplined. Let me tell you something I never do, fam. I never, ever, ever go into people's DMs that I don't know. I don't go into women's DMs. I don't do that. Relationship or not. But if you're in a relationship, nah, man, all that old, no, leave that alone, man. In fact, I remember when I first got Instagram, I would like, follow. If a woman looked nice, I thought she was attractive, I'm saying, I'll follow her. But lately, I've been like unfollowing chicks who I see who post, and they always trying to post something where they pretending to work out, but they really trying to let you see, what they look like, what their body look like, and then I unfollow the ones who twerk. If you twerk, if I catch it, I follow them before they even start, before I even see the twerk going down. So, you know how you know they're gonna twerk? First of all, the music. So when you hear the music, be ready. That twerk music got like a triple beat to it. And as soon as you hear it, that's the twerk music. Get ready. But they'll be dancing, and then they start looking back at it like they finna turn around. They start turning around. Right before they turn around, I click. I don't even want to see it, man. Do something else, man. Show me something else. Show me something. Show a skill, Show me something else. Let me see something. Let me see something else. Yeah, I'm serious, fam. I don't even care to look at them twerk videos. Like, it's God damn, it's time for it to be over, man. It's time. It's time. It don't matter if they're a teacher, a doctor, a newscaster, a weather woman. They just got to turn around and start twerking. I covered a story yesterday of a woman twerking at a kid's party. Twerking at a kid's party. This is madness. twerking. Her son walked up to her and took a door on her, tried to hit her. And she kicked him off of her. And then he tried to punch her again. And then the adults that was there, they was pushing him off the mama, like, leave her alone, let her go. Then they had a couple of like mascots. You know how they put the mascots of people get inside the uniforms? They were twerking. I think it was 2 dudes inside those uniforms twerking at a kid's party. Like, damn, that shit it's been going on how many years now? Y'all don't want to do nothing different? Something different? Like, nobody don't want to be different? Okay, everybody else doing that. Let me do something else. You know, let me turn a flip or something, you know. Let me roll on the concrete, anything. Max Jordan, what up? Brandy Nuance, Landrius, what's up? Ruth Robinson, what it do? Okay, fam, that's my time. I appreciate y'all joining the live. I am going to be coming back. I think today I'm going to do this something else. I got something else coming up. But for right now, fam, that's my time. I appreciate y'all joining the live. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Until next time, no more talk.